Alrighty, guys. It is 3:30 this Wednesday, October 22nd, and it's time to wrap it up. And I guess we're getting at a little bit of lift here after that little rundown here. That is this crazy flush, if you wish. Snap back, and then they ran down at 2 o'clock hour. We had a triple test of that low before the store slowly started grinding back up again. And I think we are, I think they're making an attempt to recover, but we'll see if they can make it go out of it. Right now, as you can see, we are just reverse retesting that 30 to 35 resistance area. And I would just say that fine. If they can get up above it, we may start range bound. If they stay below it, I would start from the short side of the market. So watch that level if they can get up above it or not. But anything is things are getting bought. It seems to be pretty aggressive on the short side, and then it just kind of dies off, and then so I've got a sense that there's a lot of churning going on right now. We do have Tesla earnings come out after the close, and that's going to probably see a little reaction on the on the Nasdaq, and then potentially tomorrow's trading. We'll see. But I would start off range bound, biases to the downside until they take out the 30-35 level. If they do take they close above it, I'm just going to be flat out range bound. So that's the way I'm looking at it. If for some reason they get up above the 60s, I may actually start on the long side, but I don't think they're going to be that aggressive. So we'll see. Probably going to close here in this area, and the key is it's going to be above or below that 30 level. All right, so that's kind of where we are on the ES. I have not taken any trades on the ES. I did take a one trade on the Nasdaq. I'll show you that. That was earlier on here that I showed you that in the last update, but man, look at that thing. So I was on the way as we were trading lower here. I'm just looking at this on the way down, and after that last rotation down here around the London close and it'll pull back. When it started trading lower, I was just going back and forth if this is going to be a long or short trade, if they're going to retrace to the mean or if they're going to keep going lower. But after you got this two lower highs and two lower lows, I figured, okay, that's good enough to try a short. So I tried a short on the way up here and had a pretty good entry on it. Had a quick, pretty good trade going, a quick trade. Uh, this whole thing was down, probably down. I had a limit order right at the low here. It came in with that freaking close to hitting it, but they didn't. And then it retraced me back up and I moved my stop a bit too aggressively. So it shook me out here and that was it. And then, of course, this flush happened just shortly afterward. And that just look at that and it's like, oh, dang it. That's how it goes. And since then, it has been drifting lower. So drifting back down here, we had that triple test at the triple low here at the 24,800. So that held. And that's not a bad sign. And this is this volume edge here again, the 800. We've been talking at that on the way up. So that volume edge at 24,800 held, and we've been drifting higher since. Question is how far they're going to be able be able to retrace this. And I would say that if they had to kind of get up above that 120s for me to start thinking about a decent a range bound scenario. So I'm going to start from the short side, looking to sell strength all the way up to that 120s for rotations down again. And if they can get up above it, I'll start off range bound, but it doesn't look like you have any mojo left to do that. But we'll find out. You never know if you're gonna get some bargain hunt going on yet towards the end, or maybe even a sell-off. This could be like that too. One market. So starting off, buys to the downside on the Nasdaq, in the ES right at that cusp. We'll see what's gonna happen. Bond market is just yawning at this whole thing. They're not reacting, so that's a good sign. I haven't traded the bonds today, but I would start off range bound on the bond market. And then finally, oil and gold. And you can see gold finally getting its mojo back, back up above the these. Excuse me. They've been holding in this below the 4100 for most of the day. Now they're finally getting a bit of lift here above the 4095 to 4100. So I would start off range bound. I would probably start on a long side given that little late in the session action. Chances are we may see a little bit of retracement to the upside. So I would start from the long side. If they close below 4100, I would be range bound. So that's the way I'm looking at gold. But it looks to me like they're getting some mojo back in. It could probably retrace quite a bit more. It's been such a crazy market. I'm just staying away from it right now. I'm not even trying to trade this thing. I did the other day, but then there's just luck if things work out. Oil, though, surprise pop on oil. Not sure what that is all about. I had to go check on that one and see if I can find a headline. But 3 o'clock, oil pop pretty good. Same as gold pop at close to 3 o'clock. Nice little run up here. So it could be something going on there in the market I haven't picked up on just yet. But so I would start oil from the long side, given this little pop, and I'll start gold from the long side as well. See what's going on. But just be mindful, we have news coming out. We have Tesla earnings come out after the close, and that's an earnings report. So let's see how that's going to shape up Nasdaq. That's going to be the big impact. Alrighty, guys. So one trade so far, up 67 on that one. It could have been a $130 trade or more, but the shakeout kind of ruined that trade. So there we go. Anyway, we'll leave it there, and I'll see you back, excuse me, bright and early tomorrow morning. All right, guys, later.